everyone, and welcome to Grounded Health and Wellness. My name is Kate, and today I wanted to talk to you about the online courses that are offered at Grounded Health and Wellness. So, I curated these courses for a number of different reasons. Specifically, in my own health journey, I found that a lot of the healing was kind of a self-do-it subject. So yes, I had practitioners and information that helped me along the way, but at the end of the day, it was up to me to either put those suggestions into practice or to take something that they had shared with me and go a little bit deeper in order to find what was resonant for me. Because as some of you may notice, if you are used to working with a lot of practitioners over a particular issue, you're going to be given kind of overarching guidance, but it really needs to be broken down on a level that is unique to you. So that's why with Grounded Health and Wellness, I have this focus of bio-individual care. So the first course that I designed that was very near and dear to my heart was Love Your Gut. So this is a course for you if you are working on your digestion. So maybe you're struggling with a acute issue, or maybe it's something that's been chronic for many years. But my health journey has completely been surrounded around improving my gut health. And when that started to come online through kind of my learnings with Ayurveda and then circadian biology, everything else, like all the puzzle pieces, started dropping into place. So I thought I have to create something for individuals to learn this themselves so that they can start to edge towards healing instead of relying on protocols and supplements and special diets. Trust me, I have done them all. So this course really kind of strips all of that noise out, and I've concentrated the most beneficial aspects of practices and wisdoms and suggestions that I've found have moved the lever the most in my own gut health. There are also curated yoga practices that are specific for gut health. So what I mean by that is the postures that I take you through are targeted to specifically work the nervous system and specifically the gastrointestinal system so that we're kind of massaging inner organs, moving things along, and of the like. So that's that course. So if gut health is something that is important to you and you want to look into that, I highly recommend diving into that course. All right, the next one is Transform and Thrive. So I created this one with all of the practices that I have gathered over the years that have been the most monumental for basically overall wellness. So whether or not that's, a focus, a lot of my clients are worried about weight, whether or not it's gaining weight, gaining muscle, losing weight, that type of thing. These practices in this particular course are going to help support you kind of get there, because a lot of the time the missing link is the circadian biology piece. And once you learn how to hone in on that, it really starts to change things for you from an overall perspective. So Transform and Thrive is more so for people that are very committed to wellness. They may not necessarily be facing a particular health challenge, but they're just looking to better their health with different kind of hacks or practices across yoga, Ayurveda, and circadian biology. And then the last one is In Rhythm, and this is to support women's hormonal kind of health as a whole. So I take you through kind of the ideologies from the Ayurvedic lens, how yoga can support us if we're cycling or not cycling, things surrounding diet choices that are supportive, for different imbalances or different stages of a woman's life. And again, all of these courses have kind of are resonant, or I've curated them because they've been near and dear to my own heart and my own healing. So I've taken things that have worked for me and then shared with other clients and had successes with them. So I'm constantly updating the material in these courses to make sure that things are of kind of a timely nature. And if there have been shifts or changes, or I've learned something new, then I'm also putting it back in the course. So as a final note, I would also like you to just realize with these courses, when you purchase them, you have them for the existence of the life of the course. So I have no intention of removing these anytime soon. And then the other thing that's amazing is if you sign up for a course, you get free access to my monthly community. So every month we meet at the end of the month It's a Zoom call, and clients, course owners, we all come together, and it's a beautiful community to ask maybe specific questions. I find that some people that have worked with me one-on-one, they end up coming to the session afterwards because some things have come up as time has gone on. We've kind of finished working together. They've gone off living their lives, and things change, and then they're looking for a little bit more support. There's also that exchange of success stories for what's worked for others, what hasn't worked. So it's a beautiful way to share in community and learn. And with the courses, just so you know, they are completely self-paced. So you can purchase the course, you have access to all of the material right away, and you can work at them at your own pace and schedule. So I found that again very supportive for me when I was going through parts of my healing journey, because sometimes we bite off more than we can chew and digest, without kind of making a pun about what we're talking about here. But you want to be able to digest the material in a pace that makes sense for you, so that you can start to apply different aspects of what you're learning into your life. Because if you just race through the course material and then try to implement it all at once, it's probably not going to stick, because you've been living your life a particular way. It takes time to change habits, take on new kind of practices, try them out, find your way with them, and make them more of a habit than something else to do on the to-do list. So you can go back and forth to this material as often as you need. And similarly with the yoga practices that are available with these courses, obviously you can just access them anytime, and you've got yoga on demand. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send me a note. I will leave information and all the links for the courses in the notes down below. And I really think you will benefit from diving into this material, because I know that it's worked for me. I've spent thousands of dollars on different practitioners over probably 2 decades to come into a place of health. So I've really tried to make this accessible and affordable for more individuals, and kind of thinning out the information that we don't need, and let's just get to the crux of what is going to make us all feel better. So that's it for me. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you here next time.